Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, 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 hello. It is so wonderful to be with you. Wonderful to be able to connect, to say hi, to do what it is that we are to do. Hello, hello. I pray that you had a good weekend. I pray that you had a good um, day, evening, Sunday, whatever it is, right? Pray that that went well for you. And here we are, post festivities, post festivities. After all of the festivities, here we are, beloved. Here we are, here we are, here we are, here we are. And so, um, again, good morning, Letitia. Good morning. Again, thank you to everyone who participated in some way, whether your participation was live with me in person or live online or after responding online, or you just sent me well wishes in church, family, all of those things. I am very, very grateful for you. Thank you for helping to celebrate my birth. Um, I don't count it lightly. Your efforts, your well wishes, your blessings, your gifts, your time, your love. I am very, 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 very grateful. So thank you. Thank you, beloved. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So here we are. Here we are on the other side of all of those festivities. And so what I've been reflecting. I spent the weekend secluded in a hotel room with this, with this. If you know anything about me, I write. I do a whole lot of note taking, whole lot of note taking, whole lot of note taking in books and stuff like that. Good morning, Sherry Naylor. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. Good morning. So, yeah, I spent the weekend, got through it, cried, was frustrated, was hopeful, was intrigued, was encouraged, was good morning, Judith. Wasn't is. Wasn't is. And so now what I have to do, or now what I am uh, led to do, is to um, go back through all of my notations, pull those out, put them in one place, and then see what Papa is saying to me from that, from the things that struck me. And I want to read it again. Like now, I want to read it again. So I think I'm going to just start reading it again, like now, and go through it again slower. I read it in a concentrated manner over the weekend. Um, and then I think I'm just gonna go through. I don't know. We'll see. But at any rate, we had the first go round, and it was a powerful, powerful, powerful read. Um, and so we'll see what Papa's intentions are from me being exposed to that. So I'd seen the movie, but I'd never read the book. Good morning, NASA. So good to see you. Brian. Hey, my sister. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Frank. Hey, sir. How you doing? Good morning. I want a cup of coffee. Well, I have some water with lemon, ice water. A lot of people say ice water not good for you, but it's my favorite kind. Ice water with lemon. That's what I got this morning. Devera L. Robinson is in the house. Hey, Devera L. Good morning. Good morning. So good to see you all. So NASA's on. NASA's not usually on. So everybody say hi to Vanessa L. Wilder this morning. Welcome her to the broadcast. And so what I want to talk about this morning is, and the beat, it must go on. Managing the shift. And the beat, beloved, it must go on. The beat must go on. So, beloved, this is the thing. On Wednesday, midday, I got the call from the television station indicating that from the power outage, their equipment still was not working. Well, that was a total shock for me. And so in the moment, I got quiet, as I do when I am managing my thought, as I do when I am managing my thought. And so the person on the other line, she was, continually talking, kind of giving me the reason, I think the first thing out of my mouth was, oh my God, because that was my thought was, oh my God, how do I let everybody know? You know what I'm thinking about, the people who will be looking at the television station, because we had sent out countless emails, more emails than I've ever sent out in my in this career path of mine, in this service, in the way that I serve. I'd never sent out that many emails to those of you who are a part of my database, because I'm real funny about that. I don't like being flooded with emails, and so I don't flood people. And so, but I sent out more than I normally would have, plus posted it everywhere, plus talked about it, plus, gave it to people in person, all of those, and there was no way for me to backtrack. So that's what I was feeling. I need y'all to hear it because I'm dropping gems already. That's what I was feeling. And so the oh my God was from the feeling, from the thought. I had the thought, oh, how am I going to do that? And then I felt that, plus I still had 4 hours of service to do before I could even address it. And I knew that there were some other things I needed to prepare for so that I could be ready for the next day. So it looked to me like I was going to have a long night, and I don't do long nights if I don't have to. It's not my preference. And I did not want to be tired on my birthday. Do you hear all those things that are like coming to my forefront that's leading to the scenario, right? So I said, oh my God. And then that led her, her response was kind of to try to manage it. And she started to apologize and things like that. And I said, no. You all can't do anything about the weather. Like, that was totally out of your control. So that's not my response. I'm responding because I'm really processing out loud. Because I'm trying to figure out, how do I let everybody know? And then, she went on and actually still today, I don't know. I've got to contact them today and see. So if things are repaired, then we will be doing a show this Friday. We will do our first show this Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I've got to double check that. So it was, Brian, you're right. It was out of my control. And so, with it being out of my control, what I do know is that here's the lesson. First of all, the show must go on. Good morning, cuz. Morning. Much love to you too. Much love. So there was never a question as to whether or not the show would go on. So that's the thing I need you to hear this morning, beloved. When things don't go as you planned for them to go, you got to have it in your spirit that if it's yours to do, that you must do it anyway. So if going down to point A, if that wasn't an option, then what's point B look like? Then what does point C look like? You got to be able to shift. to make the shift, to make the shift. But beloved, it's not just about making the shift, because many will make the shift, but how do you make the shift? So that's what we're talking about, managing the shift, effectively managing the shift. Because when that happened, I had 4 hours of service that I still need to do, and I'm a therapist. And so I serve as a therapist. And so that means I have to be with the person. I have to be intentional. I have to be there. I can't be distracted by the fact that my first television show. So there were a couple of things that I had to release. One is I had made a promise to myself that my first television show would be on my birthday, that it would be on my birthday. This gets rid of that. Like now it's not even possible for that to happen. So I had to release that, right? I had to release that. How many things, what is it that you're holding on to that you have no control over, but you still have your emotions tied to it, and it's not even possible for it to happen? So you are hooked in the thought that it's not happening, and you are allowing that to drag you down the alley, right? To drag you, and emotionally you're being beat up. I had to quickly release it, one, so I could be present with the lady on the phone who called me, so I could be present with her on the phone. Not the lady, I know her name, but so that I could be present with her on the phone and hear what she had to say, and so that I could be in the right attitude also. Right attitude. But I also honored my feelings. It was frustrating and it was disappointing. But I know how to deal with my frustration and disappointment. I know how to do that. And I know how to own it, and I know how to honor it so that it's not bleeding all over other people. And if y'all know anything about me, you know that I'm going to manage what comes out of my mouth, and I'm going to manage my body language, because what's going on, sometimes it needs to stay on the inside. Sometimes like she was calling me to report something out of her control. So the last thing she needs from me is, I'm so frustrated. This is so irritating. I'm very disappointed. Now, I might have said, I'm disappointed, but I didn't say it because it wasn't even necessary. But I owned it within me. I owned it within me. And where she heard the, oh my God, and the other thing, I'm sure she heard a little frustration in my pauses and things like that. But I explained to her, I said, yeah, my point is, I'm trying to figure out how to let people know I'm going to pivot, because I know that pivoting is not an option. Like, it's a done deal. This is on me. The ball was thrown back in my court. I can't throw it back in them, say, y'all better fix it. And what you gonna do? And what is, no. Because I'm gonna tell you what I treasure, my peace. I'm gonna tell you what I treasure is relationships. And this is a new relationship with them. So I treasure relationships. I treasure my peace. I treasure what I invite back into my life. And so believe me, if something happens on my end where things don't go as I promised that they will, I want grace. I'm hopeful for another opportunity and a second chance. And if I don't extend that to others, how do I expect to get it? I'm just saying. And so, and the beat must go on. So first of all, you got to have that in your spirit. What they say in your sha-na-na. You got to have it in your sha-na-na. And the beat must go on. And the beat, and so it did. I mean, we had a fabulous day. We went to wait, let me put that back up, because y'all gonna see this for a lot of time. We went to Amazon #1 bestseller. We met, well, we were already there actually, but we celebrated it on that day. I announced it. The Amazon #1 bestseller. Yes, I did. I announced that. I announced that I've, basically released 90 pounds off my body, off my frame. And so I celebrated that and announced that for the first time, and talked about how we will journey with that process that I learned in my process. So I'll share that with you. Beloved, it was a 37-year journey. to finally get to this point where I'm on the part, I am aware. I'm woke, awakened in the maintenance. I've never been, and I am I'm intelligent in maintenance. I'm becoming more intelligent. That's what I had to. I had to be awakened, woke. I had to be woke, aware. Let's just use aware. I had to be aware. Had to learn awareness, to gather it, to gain it, to grow in it. And I have. And I had to be intelligent in my maintenance. And I'm growing in my intelligence. So I still have 35 pounds to lose, basically. I still have 35 more pounds to lose so that I can have a cushion. But I will lose those with all of the intelligence that I've gained and all of the empowerment that I've learned, right? And then I will share those things with you, because on this, now I can share it. I couldn't share it while I was in process because I needed all of my energy to stay focused and to learn it and to figure it out. I needed all of that with me. And what I've learned about me is that when I'm in a place that can be a high level of struggle that needs a lot of my focus and energy, I can't teach it then. Like, I can't invite on the journey because that's going to take from me. This taught me that. This taught me that I've got to get quiet. I've got to go inward because I've got to focus. I've got to focus. And what I can't do when I'm at this depth of a place is carry me effectively and carry others. I learned that about myself on this journey. I learned it that I have to go. Lisa Nichols said she had to go through the door first in order to come back and be able to get her family members. This was that for me. This was that for me. I had to go through the door first because I wasn't going to make it through if I was carrying folk on my back and say, hey, let's do this together. Hey, let's this. Hey, let's that. Hey, let's this. Because all of the questions and your own personal frustrations and your suggestions of something else, or it was going to take away from my laser focus. And in order to do this, to release 90 pounds, I needed laser focus. So, learning about myself, I invite you to, Letitia, you say, what is it that you are hooked on, being emotionally beat up by, have no control over, that you need to honor and let go? Let it go and pivot. Amen. Thank you, Letitia. Thank you. Release it. Release it because it's not serving you well. So imagine this. Had I not released it and I was frustrated. So think about what the birthday looked like less than 12 hours later, way less than 12 hours later. Well, no. So that shit, I probably got that call. So maybe say 20 hours later was my live, the 11:30 live. And go back and review that because I was authentically myself and fully present in all of that. Had I not released it, had I allowed that thing to beat me up, I wouldn't have been able to be who I was on that day. All day long was fabulous. Fabulous. Like, there really are no words. Y'all, we was jumping on a trampoline. I'm just saying. And we had so much fun. So much fun. I was chasing on the trampoline, or running behind, following, not chasing, because he invited me. Come on, Grand, follow me. So I was following behind Jameson, a 4-year-old. Okay, my 4-year-old Grand. I was following behind him. Like, imagine what that's like. While he, like, in lightning speed, a feather, the weight of a feather, jumping from square to square. But I was able to follow him and be good with it and have an amazing time. He was like, come on, let's race. Okay, you're cheating. Come back here. You already got, I need a handicap. You already got a head start because you 4 and I'm 60. Imagine that. So I was available. I was available for all of these things, beloved, because I was able to not be hooked by what I couldn't control. I was able to do what I could do. I chose to shift and look at what my next step was and be in action. So as soon as I was done with my clients, I took a deep breath and then I got in action. As soon as I took a deep breath, I got in action and it all worked out as it did. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I anticipate that the show will go on this Friday. I anticipate that. But I will let everyone know. Stay tuned. Thank you for all of you who purchased books, who downloaded the book. Be sure to send an email to selflove at drcatherineejames.com, to selflove at drcatherineejames.com with your comments. I'm looking forward to your comments. Comments about freedom is our birthright can be forwarded to selflove at drcatherineejames.com. I'm looking forward to it. Beloved, did you know? At the moment, Abba gave us our breath. Me and you, we forfeited. We relinquished. We gave up the right to not be amazing. We forfeited the right. We forfeited the right to not be amazing. You are amazing beyond your imagination. There is so much to you that the earth is awaiting. I love you more than I did before my birthday, because I got so much love poured into me on my birthday that I am beyond the overflow. Like I have a Niagara Falls level of overflow of love for everybody, right? So I love you, beloved, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.